friends, happy Thursday. Welcome back to math today. Today I have a little surprise for you. We're actually not working on the number 4 like I said yesterday. We're going to continue practicing some more with our numbers 1 through 3, which we've already done. So our learning target for today says, I can count, and color, to show, numbers 1 through 3. So today you will need your math workbook and a pencil and a crayon. So if you do not have those materials, go ahead and pause the video right now and go grab what you need. All right, friends, welcome back. We're going to turn to page number 7 in our workbook. We're going to start with our solve and share, and then we are going to do page 10 together, and page 9 is what you're going to do on your own and submit to your Google Classroom. Okay, so go ahead first and turn to page 7 with your pencil and your crayon. Okay, on page 7, we always start our lessons with a solve and share. So you'll see that right here on this page. It tells us that we are going to count numbers 1, 2, and 3. Our directions say that we are going to place 2 counters in the bird's nest on our work mat. This bird right here's name is Peep, and the bird found worms for her babies. We're going to draw a circle around the colored box that matches how many worms that Peeps found. So first, let's add our counters to our bird's nest. We're going to add 2. 1, 2. On your solve and share sheet, I want you to draw 2 circles. Okay, now Peep found these worms to put in her nest. We want to match the number of worms that she found to the number of colored boxes below. So we see our first group of rectangles right here has 1 pink box. The second group has 2 blue boxes, and the third group has 3 green boxes colored. What box do you think matches the number of worms in the nest? Are there 1, 2, or 3? If you said 2, you are correct. Let's circle box with 2 rectangles colored in it. What you just did was show that you can count 2 and you can identify 2. Great job. Let's go ahead and go to the back of our solve and share. On the bottom, our directions tell us that in numbers 1 and 2 of our guided practice, we need to color the boxes that match the number of worms. So the first thing that we need to do is count our worms. And every time that we count, when we are using an activity sheet, we want to make sure to mark out what we've counted so that we don't accidentally count it again. So let's count and mark out our worms in number 1. So with your pencil, I want you to make a line like mine and count with me. Ready? We have 1, 2 worms. Now with your crayon, I want you to color 2 boxes. They've already done it for us, but they wanted us to practice. So remember how we've practiced framing and coloring, nice and neat. So we have 1 box, and I'm going to go side to side since these are rectangles, and then 2 boxes to show there are 2 worms that we just counted. Okay, and if you need to pause the video to give yourself more time to do that, go ahead and do that now. All right, let's go over to number 2. Let's count that worm. Oh, we just have 1. We're going to mark it out and say 1. 1. Good. How many boxes do we need to color to match that? Just 1. We're going to start at the very bottom. So we're going to color that first box right there. It's easier for our eyes to zippity quick tell, ooh, there's just 1 worm right there, when it's the bottom box that's colored. Give yourself a kiss on the brain. Excellent job. Go ahead and turn to the next page. On the next page, you'll see a number 9 at the bottom by the character whose name we'll learn is Emily. You're going to come back to this page after we do the back of it together. So we're going to turn now to page 10. If you have a hard time writing in your book to complete this side, since this is the back of a paper, you may ask the adult that's with you to tear it out of your book so that you can write on it easier, if you would like. We're going to start at the very top with number 6. You can see in these pictures, there aren't worms and there aren't birds. There are bird nests that we're going to count. So let's get our pencils ready. We're going to count and mark out how many are in number 6, the first row. Ready? 1, 2. Good job. Now switch to your crayon and you're going to color 2 rectangles. Nice and neat. No scribble scrabble. Mine looks a little scribble scrabbly since it's on the computer. Okay, I have 1 and 2 boxes. So I zippity quick can tell with my eyeballs. Oh, I know that there, whoop, that one went out of the line. I know that there are 1, 2, 3 boxes and 2 of them are colored, so that means there are 2 nests. Alrighty, switch back to your pencil. Here we go, let's count and mark out the next one. Ready? 1. There's just 1 bird's nest. Go ahead, remember to color the bottom box to show we know there's 1 nest. You guys are doing such a great job. All right, on to our next problem. If you are not ready for number 8, you can pause the video and start it again when you are ready. Let's count and mark out number 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Wow, this is the first time that we've practiced together filling all the boxes. We still want to make sure we're coloring one at a time so we know we're counting as we go. So we have 1. Whew. This coloring on the computer is not the prettiest for me over here. 2, but I'm still doing my best. And whoa, 3. So now all 3 boxes are colored to show there are 3 bird's nests. If you need more time, pause the video and then start it back when you're ready for number 9. Number 9 is what we call a challenger. Can you say that with me? Challenger. Good. Number 9 wants our brains to think in a different way. Now it's our turn to show either number 1, 2, or 3 bird's nests, and then color our chart to match. Color our boxes. So let's do 2. We're going to do 2 bird's nests. What shape do you think we should use for that? If you said circle or oval, I agree. So let's do 2 of those shapes. Okay. And it's best to use pencil for that. If you use crayon, that's okay, but just in case you needed to erase. All right, now we definitely need our pencil to mark and count. 1, 2. Oh, there are 2 of those guys. And then your crayon again to color. So we're going to color 2 boxes. 1, 2. All right. Okay, so if you need more time to draw your bird's nest, mark them out and count them, go ahead and pause the video and do that now. All right, friends, great job. Now it's your turn to go back and do this on your own. You're going to turn back to page 9 where we see Emily at the bottom. What you're going to do is problems 3, 4, and 5. You're going to count and mark out how many worms there are and then color your boxes to match, okay? Make sure you're marking one line through each worm as you say and count it so you don't accidentally count it more than one time. And remember, your learning target is working on counting and coloring the numbers 1 through 3 to show you know how many that is, okay? Great job, friends. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you again tomorrow for our last day of math this week.